Hi everyone, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, it's nice to meet you. Today's video is a first impressions of Milk makeup. They have recently become Logical Harmony approved as cruelty-free, which is so exciting. So exciting. I'm thrilled about this. They are not only cruelty-free, they are also completely vegan as well, which is super amazing. And they sent me a handful of products to try out. So I'm going to do a full face of Milk today, just to give you guys an idea of what is working for me and what I'm using. Also, if you're not yet familiar with Rianne, she is also putting up a full face first impressions on Milk products as well, so I'll link to her channel down below. Definitely check that out. We have different skin types, we have different taste in products, we have some different products from each other, so I think it's going to be really great for you guys to see both our videos side by side, and let's get right into it. Really excited because I've never used Milk before. As you guys know, they are newly added to the Logical Harmony cruelty-free list. So Milk did send me a bunch of stuff to try for this video, and I'm really excited because I'm doing almost a full face. There were a couple of things that I forgot to ask for to make it like a complete full face, so I'm subbing in other stuff for that, but I wanted to share with you guys what they sent to me. They sent me their Watermelon Brightening Face Mask, which I'm really excited to use. It's like a stick form. Very different, very interesting. This is the Watermelon Face Serum, which it says is brightening, which I definitely need. It's to brighten and hydrate, which is perfect for me since I have dry skin. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on right now. I really like their packaging. Ooh, this feels so good. I feel like this must feel so nice straight out of the skincare fridge too. I feel like that would be amazing. So it's not super liquidy. Obviously it's like a gel form, but it does feel like it absorbs really well into the skin very, very quickly. And where I put it feels like slightly tacky. It's not like I used like a sticky primer, but it does feel just a little bit tacky, and it feels so cooling on the skin. They also sent me their cooling stick, or their cooling water stick, which is to brighten and depuff. Great for under the eyes. I definitely need that. So I'm gonna put that on as well. Again, this feels like it would be so nice straight out of the skincare fridge, like nice and cool. Put on some extra today because I need it. I've been having a tough time sleeping. I feel like I've been saying that for years. Does anyone else have tips? Like, does anyone else wake up at like 3, 4 a.m. and you're just wide awake for quite a while? Does anyone else have that issue? What do you do? How do you solve that for you? Because I've been struggling with that for a really, really long time. Okay, so they also sent their highlighter stick in the shade Lit, and the lip and cheek stick, and the lip and cheek tint. The lip and cheek stick. There we go, in the shade Perk. So a lot of these I have heard Jake Hissa talk about a ton, and these are some shades that she loves, so I really wanted to try them out. They sent the eye pigments in After Party and in Hotel Lobby. I went ahead and opened all of this stuff early because it's kind of difficult to open for me right now, and I didn't want to waste that time on camera. The Flex Foundation Stick, which I am so excited, in the shade Light Beige, which hopefully the shade works for me right now. I'm like not really tan at all. I have a little bit of one, but not much, so hopefully this works. Oh my gosh, these stickers. And I think I'm actually gonna skip primer today. I'm just gonna destroy this box apparently and just go right in with this foundation because I wanna see what it's like. And I don't know, ooh, that's cute. See if it is a shade match at all. Oh, I actually did a pretty good job shade matching that. That shade actually works pretty well. So this is Light Beige for reference. I found their site really easy to pick a color out on because I felt like the swatches just seemed very accurate, and it was really easy to tell what the different tones were. I really, really appreciate when brands have swatches next to each other because it really helps you kind of see like, oh, this one's maybe a little cool, this one's a little bit warm, this one's more neutral. I just find it so, so helpful to really see what's going on there and what you can choose from. Gonna buff this in with this little EcoTools brush. And I have actually stayed away from any videos about this foundation because I really wanted to see what it was like for myself. I mean, I've seen it on Instagram and I've heard amazing things about it, but I wanted to stay away from any videos because That's how I like to do things. I don't know, is that weird? Do you guys do that too? If you're like really curious about a product, you avoid watching anything about it? Is that just me? Am I the only one? It's blending out really nicely. It feels very light on the skin, and I feel like the coverage is like decent. It's like a decent light medium coverage. Definitely helps to like even everything out. I do want to see if it's a little bit buildable. Get where I missed it. A little extra there. A little extra on my cheekies. Do some little extra buffing, which by the way, I don't know if this brush is available as a single brush from EcoTools, but it is an amazing foundation brush. I've talked about it before, and I just love it because I feel like it does the perfect job of stippling, but it doesn't leave any brush marks. All right, I want to look at this close up and see how it's looking. In the mirror, in the monitor, it looks really nice. My skin looks really smooth, really even. Definitely has some darkness to cover, but actually let me try. Wrong side. Good job. Sometimes when I haven't filmed in a bit, it's very confusing because like, it's my right and it's like the opposite. It's inverted. Anyway, doesn't matter. That looks so good on the skin. It looks like I don't have any product on. Like there's no cakiness. It's not clinging to any dry patches. It just looks like maybe a tinted moisturizer. Like my skin looks more even, it looks more smooth, but it doesn't look like I have makeup on, if that makes sense. I'm really impressed by that. Okay, I was not expecting that. So I'm gonna go in now with the Flex Concealer in the shade Light. I've heard this is really good. I'm gonna see how it does covering up my darkness. My under eyes have been really bad lately, and I've been using a color corrector most of the time, the one from Urban Decay, but I really wanted to see what this would be like on its own. It's like the true test of a concealer, right? If it can cover some nasty under eyes. I'm gonna use that same brush. Because this brush, just, oh, the finish it leaves is so nice. I use it for everything if I can. Like, I've done full face cream products using just this brush. Probably shouldn't do. It just, the finish is so good. Okay, that seems like it's covering pretty well. The formula, again, it feels super lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels creamy. It feels nourishing. Like, it feels like an eye cream, kind of. And in the monitor, it looks like it's covered it up pretty well. Let's look if I can get this frickin', I can't get anything open today. Okay. It's done a good job of covering it. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more just where I need more of it, like my darkest spots. But the coverage is pretty good. And again, it looks really good in person. You can see it a bit more than the foundation. It looks a little more makeup-y. The coverage is nice. It doesn't look cakey at all. Like it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look heavy. So far, nothing is settling in. Nothing is clinging to any of my dry spots. It's all just laying so nicely together. Okay, and I don't have a setting powder, so I'm gonna use my setting powder from Au Naturel, and I'm just gonna set under my eyes right now, because this is a really nice setting powder that works with like every foundation, and I wanna just make sure to set my eyes, because that is like an essential step for me, even if I skip the rest of my face. I also do not have a bronzer, so I'm going to go in with a concealer that's a little bit dark. I'm gonna go in with this light one first. See how that works. And just dot that on a little bit, just bronze up a tiny bit. I thought about skipping it completely, but I'm still not quite ready to let go of bronzer. You know what I mean? I still love it a little too much. But I thought this would be like a good basic concealer to blend in. I don't need a lot, just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna go with that same foundation brush to blend it. Just to give my skin a little more color, a little more life. Dang, that foundation is looking so good. This concealer is blending in so nicely. The powder did as well. I am really impressed so far, and I know I just put it on, so it's a little bit early, but I'm very impressed by this. I did also get their Blur Liquid Foundation, so let me know in the comments if you guys want another video to try this out, or if you want to see a review on Instagram. Whatever you would like, comment, let me know. You guys know how I feel about foundations, so I'll probably do a video, but I like to give you the option to let me know. Let your voice be heard a little bit. Okay. Also, if you're not yet following me on Instagram, make sure you do that. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more cruelty-free beauty videos. You can check out my blog as well. Tons of resources there. This is the lip and cheeks. Why can I not say lip and cheek? What is my deal? Drink some tea. This tea, by the way, so good. It's called Serenity Now. Let me know if you get that reference. If you don't, please Google it and find out. I'm gonna tap that on. Tap, tap, taparoo. So a lot of times on camera, you guys see me apply product straight to my face. That tends to be how I do it. I know some people are grossed out by it. Some people like to put their brush on the product first. I feel like this just gives me a little more control So this is what I like to do. Also, maybe it's in my head, but this smells kind of like grapefruit. That is so pretty. It's so natural looking. All right, I'm gonna go to a different brush. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. I don't know which one this is, but I'll link to it down below. It's one of their foundation brushes, but it's really good for cream products too. And just dab that in. This blends so nicely. Everything is playing so well together, which honestly, like I expect that when I do a one brand look, but it's not always the case. And that's a little challenging. That's so pretty. I really like this shade. I'm gonna add more. I'm very into like super rosy cheeks right now. I think it's a cute look. And we're getting into fall, so I feel like it's seasonal, you know what I mean? What are some of your favorite fall makeup looks? Like what are products you continually reach for and like shades that you like the most in the fall? I know a lot of people do like dark lipsticks. I like to do the rosy cheeks. All right, so this is the shade Lit. And I have also heard that their powder highlight is really good. I just got the cream. The more glow, the better. That's my motto. Put some up here, some on my chin. Also, if you guys are enjoying this video, I'm sure I mentioned it in the intro, but Rianne is also doing a full face first impressions of Milk products. She got some different stuff than I did. We have different skin types. My skin is dry. Hers is oily combination. So if you're interested in how some of the same stuff works on a different skin type, or if you just want to see what she got, head over to her channel. I'll link to that down below. This feels so nice. I am going to apply some powder though, just a little bit. I don't want to take away the shine, but I want to set a couple other spots on my face. But so far, everything is looking so nice and so good. You guys can see, so this powder does like mattify a little bit, but it's blurring too, which I love. I'm just gonna gently tap it on, just mostly where I need it the most. And because it's a little bit yellow tinted, I find it to be a little bit brightening under the eyes as well. All right, let's do brows next. So this is the Kush Fiber Brow Gel, and I got it in the shade Grind. I have been having a heck of a time lately with tinted brow gels because a lot of them are too warm for my brows, or they're like, I was gonna say the color is just off, but I feel like this color matches really well. So my brows are fairly dark, as you guys can see. I feel like a lot of times most like brunette shades are very warm, and like my brows aren't warm. Like there's not red in them. And then I put on the brow gel and it's like straight up red and it just doesn't match, and I'm not into it. Or I have a hard time, like one shade will be too light, the next one is too dark. I was worried this was too dark, but I feel like this is like kind of perfect. Good job, Milk. That is a feat. Like most brow gels do not work with my brows. Like it bothers me so much. Clean that up a little bit right there. Ooh, don't use that one. I use that for blush. Okay, I'm surprised at how well that matched. I was nervous. It feels nice. It feels like it's drying down, but it's not stiff. I am getting a little bit of flaking, but that's more me, I think, than the formula. So my brows are microbladed. It has been over a year though since my last session, and I feel like they're fading. I feel like they're fading kind of weird, like uneven, which is to be expected. I need to go get them touched up or like shaped or something, but I feel like this shade is really good for them. I'm also just trying to decide what I want to do with my brows right now. Like I'm not plucking them, but I want them to be a different shape. I don't know. It's complicated. Brows are complicated. So for eyes, I have two different eye pigments, Hotel Lobby and After Party. I'm going to put After Party on first. Kind of buff that out all over my lid. I'm going to use this Sigma brush. I love that might be way too much. So I'm gonna put this actually on the back of my hand. So they have tons of shades. I wanted to go with more neutral ones because I wanted stuff I would wear on a regular basis, but they do have some really pretty fun shades. Like there's a green, there's a blue, I believe there's a purple, and I was so tempted by those, but I figured I should initially stick to shades I know I'm gonna use a ton because I wanted to try this with like powder shadows, try it with like some glittery stuff, just like some different stuff, see what works. This is a little lighter than I was expecting it to be, but the formula is nice. It's very pigmented, it's very glowy. I don't think I would call it glittery, but it's a really nice shimmer. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Hotel Lobby. Jazz that up a little bit. I'm making a mess today. When am I ever not making a mess? Okay, so that's more of like a gold pigment. You guys can see how shimmery that is. Oof. So pretty. So I'm just gonna put that on like the inner portion of my eye. And I am curious if this dries down and how well it dries down and if it's gonna like funky thing going on in a minute. I feel like a lot of cream shadows that I use, they crease really badly. They don't dry down correctly. They just get kind of weird, but This is already dry on my hand. Ooh, and it's almost fully dry on my lid too. That is impressive. So I'm going to try now their Longwear Gel Eyeliner in Boss, which is black, if I can get it open. I will say I'm having a heck of a time with this packaging. There we go. So it has on one end a little like spongy guy for smudging, and then the pencil on the other. And you can twist it up, you can twist it down. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on. I don't wanna do a ton, just some definition, and I'm gonna smudge it out because I messed that up. That's what I get for trying to talk while I'm putting eyeliner on. I still have not figured out how to do that. Smudge that around. It's a pretty nice liner. Somehow I smeared, oh, I stuck my hand in it. I'm doing really good today. So yeah, it's a pretty nice pigmented formula. I'm gonna smudge that some more. It is a little bit difficult to smudge over the shadow. It's not terrible, but I feel like a brush might work better for smudging than this. This doesn't give you much precision. I just feel like it's a little large. It's definitely good. It'll smudge it. It'll smudge it for sure. But I wish it was a little bit smaller, or next time I'll just use a brush. Yeah, I totally stuck my hand in some product. That's all right. It's part of what this is, right? Just experimenting, having fun. This foundation still, it looks so freaking good. I'm really, really liking it. And I feel like too, on camera, you can still see the bronzer, you can see the blush, you can see the highlight. I feel like a lot of foundation sticks absorb like everything you put on top of it. And this one didn't at all. And I'm really impressed by that. I think that's really good. If I can get into this mascara, there we go. So this is the Kush mascara, which everyone is raving about. They do also have a waterproof version, which is amazing because vegan waterproof mascaras are so hard to find. Okay, this packaging, very nice, very substantial. Also, something I want to point out is since I moved to Utah where it's a higher altitude, every single tube of mascara that I've been sent in PR or that I've ordered has arrived open because the altitude causes, like there's extra pressure in there and it opens. This one was not open at all. Good job, Milk, on that packaging, because it's so weird to get a tube of something and it's like already like popped open a little bit. All right, I can see what people are talking about. This brush, like the wand really grabs every lash. You guys can see this is a very dense wand. It has a lot of little things in there to grab your lashes. I like my very scientific term. It has a lot of things in there, but it's definitely grabbing every lash. And I feel like it's really easy to get it close to the base of your lashes. I don't feel like I'm gonna like touch my eye with the wand or like so many other things. You know what I mean? Sometimes when wands are bigger, it feels like you're running the risk of poking yourself in the eye. I don't feel that way with this one. I'm just gonna put on mascara for like the next 7 years because that's how I roll. I really like this formula though. The wand and the formula together, so good. I'm really impressed by this. I feel like it's adding a good amount of length. It's adding a good amount of volume. And I feel like the black is dark enough that it's looking more dramatic, but it's not looking overly done, if that makes sense. Like some mascaras, I feel like I put them on and they're so overly dramatic that it looks strange. I guess what I'm trying to say is with this, I feel like you could have a very natural look, but you could also just as easily build it up for more drama. That's a better way to put it. All right, let me do my lower lash line. That's the ultimate test, right? Do I smear it on my face on accident? No, I don't. I'm into this. I'm curious to see how it performs over time. I tend to like mascaras more like the longer that they're open. Is anyone else that way too? Like the first couple times I try a mascara, if I like it immediately, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what you're like in 2 weeks. Can't wait. Okay. And then for lipstick, I have the shade Cream. Looked really pretty online. This packaging. Okay, that mascara looks so good. I get the hype. I don't know why I'm smelling this. It doesn't smell like anything. That formula is really nice. It's very buttery. It's very light. I feel like I'm saying that about all their products. They feel so light. Like it honestly does not feel like I have anything on my skin right now. It doesn't feel like I have makeup on. I did go with a pretty natural, simple look, but I feel like I used enough of their products to get a feel for how it's gonna, be on the skin. And it looks nice. It feels nice. Let me look close up. I wanna see how the foundation is looking. It is just looking like better and better. Like seriously, this looks so nice. Oh, I have a mascara smudge. Get that out of there. It looks so good on the skin. It's not accentuating any pores. It's not accentuating any dryness. It's not settling in anywhere. It's a little bit in that same spot where it like always gets a little patchy on me is where it's patchy, but that's like my skin. That's not the foundation. This looks so good. I'm really impressed. I am super impressed by these products. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited that Milk is now Logical Harmony approved. Let me know what your favorites are from Milk. Let me know what you thought of the products in this video. Let me know what you might pick up. Let me know what I should pick up next too while you're shopping for yourself. Let me know what I should shop for myself. And I will see you next time. Just hanging out with Juniper. If you guys want to see more of us, make sure you watch another video here. You can check out the vlog channel here and make sure you subscribe and make Juniper's day right here.